first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Okay, right?
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace and change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Ready up.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Mayfield on 1st down. He'll dump this one off here to White. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mayfield airing this one out for Evans. And it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Young. That is taken in by Hurst. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark. A 7-yard touchdown ground. And And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Following the interception, Young. And Sharp hauls it in. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now here's Young. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Here's White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rachaad White. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Young. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Young to throw it. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He will return this from deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one at 62 yards in the air. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Lavonte David. And the Bucs will take over possession here up at the 44. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Mayfield's throw complete to Otten. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Baker Mayfield in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
He's going to air one out.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Mayfield now. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
On 2nd and 15 now. Young. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Lavonte David.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Rachaad White. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. You're the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Ready, go.
Young on 1st down. This is caught at the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst from 8 yards out.
And the Panthers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC. come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Bird to return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They start the drive with Cook, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. Set to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Young. And this is Cook with a grab. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. Young.
Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Terrace Marshall, the one he was looking for.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Young. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
Young now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Here's Young. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
That throw by Young incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, a run from White. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot.
And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.